I want to tell you about 2 apartments, same city, same neighborhood, almost the same rent. The first apartment belongs to someone earning $400,000 a year. You walk in a massive TV on the wall, an expensive leather sofa, a kitchen overflowing with appliances still in their boxes, and closets so full they won't even close. Everything seems to be going great, right? Here's the surprise. This person is on the brink of a serious financial crisis after just 1 bad month. The second apartment belongs to someone earning $200,000 simple, clean, unpretentious. But this person has 12 months of expenses saved in the bank, and every month, 20% of their salary goes directly into investments. Same neighborhood, half the income, 8 times the financial security. Let me tell you, I know which apartment I live in now, and I know which one I used to be in. So, what changed? That is exactly what we're going to talk about today. Hello everyone, I'm Luke. Welcome back to the channel. For our new viewers, this is where we talk about money and investing in simple and honest language. No complex charts, no financial jargon, just real conversations about building a better financial life, no matter where you are right now. Today's video is one of the most important pieces of content I've ever released, because we're talking about something no one ever sits us down and teaches us properly. Could the things you own actually be thieves of the money in your pocket? My goal today is to save you from the same mistakes. Let's get started. All right, let's start with the concept that truly restructured my way of thinking about money. Everything you buy costs you twice. The first cost is obvious. The price tag, the amount you see at the register. But there's a second cost. And this was the thing that was silently draining me for years without me even realizing it. This second cost includes storage, maintenance, mental energy, and opportunity cost. Let me make this truly concrete. A few years ago, I bought an exercise bike. I told myself I'd use it every day. You know what happened? It became the world's most expensive room accessory. But here's the thing, even just sitting there, it was costing me money. The space your home occupies has a real value, roughly $1,000 to $1,500 per square meter per year. That bike was essentially paying rent, bag rent, in exchange for zero benefit. Now, think about a summer house. It seems like a one-time purchase, right? But a summer house brings annual dues, property taxes, cleaning costs, and repairs. Moreover, while it sits empty, it doesn't just cost money. It steals mental space. It's constantly in the back of your mind. You worry, you feel guilty for not using it. That invisible weight builds up significant mass over time. So what is the biggest hidden cost? Opportunity cost. Think about the unused electronics, unworn clothes, and dusty gadgets currently in your home. If that money were being put to work instead, it could have grown to much more than what you originally paid within 15 years. I want to be clear, this is not financial advice. What works for me might not fit your situation. But I can say this, the moment I truly understood opportunity cost, everything changed. Now, I evaluate every purchase decision through this lens. You aren't just buying something, you are trading a piece of your future financial freedom for that thing. And most of the time, looking at it that way makes the purchase not look attractive at all. So, what should be done? Here are the 9 rules that fundamentally changed my financial life. I'll be honest, applying even a few of these consistently can create results that look almost unfairly different from what most people experience over time. This is not investment advice. These are mental shifts and habits that have made a real and measurable difference in my life and the lives of many people around me. Let's go through them one by one. Before buying anything, ask yourself an honest question. Realistically, how many times will I use this? Then divide the price by that number. A $1,500 shirt you'll wear twice costs you $750 per wear. A $3,000 shirt you'll wear 200 times is only $15 per wear. The expensive one is actually much cheaper. I now do this calculation for almost every purchase. It kills impulse buying urges instantly because the math appears before your eyes, and when faced with reality, that urge usually doesn't survive. I really want you to apply this rule this week. Don't just think about it. Do it. Walk around your house. Look at your things. For each one, ask yourself honestly, if this thing disappeared tomorrow, would I go out and buy a new one? I was truly shocked when I first did this. For about 40% of the things I owned, the honest answer was a sharp no. That kitchen gadget I used twice? No. The jeans at the very back of the closet? No. The box of cables I've been carrying for 6 years? Absolutely not. Something you wouldn't replace is not adding value to your life. Every day it stays there, it costs you space and mental energy. Sell it, donate it, or let it go. Bored, I'll be completely honest here. I learned this the hard way. I used to change phones almost every year. Not because something broke, just because a new model came out, and it felt like progress. Looking back, this habit alone cost me tens of thousands of dollars over the years. Here is the truth no one says out loud. Changing something that works perfectly fine is not progress. It's wealth waste, presented in better packaging. Now I have one simple rule. If it works, I keep it. Period. Being bored is not a valid reason. The neighbor's new car is not a valid reason. This single mental shift, when applied consistently throughout your life, means serious money. There's something most people don't want to admit. Willpower is unreliable. Mine certainly is. Yours probably is too. So, instead of relying on willpower, I redesigned my environment. I deleted shopping apps from my phone. I removed saved card information from online stores. I unsubscribed from every promotional email I could find. Spending became a little harder, and this small friction made a surprisingly big difference. On the savings side, I set up an automatic transfer. A portion of my salary goes directly into savings before I even see it. This isn't discipline, it's just the system working quietly in the background. And the one rule that changed my spending habits more than any other, the waiting rule. For every non-essential purchase, I wait 24 hours before buying. You'll be surprised at how often the desire disappears on its own. This single rule alone saves me hundreds of dollars every month. A few years ago, I was sure I was going to get seriously into woodworking. I was ready to spend real money and buy tools. Instead, I borrowed a few basic tools from a friend. 2 months later, the interest was completely gone. If I had bought everything from the start, I'd have an expensive collection of tools sitting in a corner, never used, gathering dust. Test the interest before you finance it. Rent the camping gear. Borrow the camera. Use a workshop. If the excitement is real, it will still be there after a few real uses. And then you'll buy exactly what you need, based on experience, not guesswork. Every big purchase brings hidden passengers with it. Think about buying a car. It's not just a car. It's insurance, taxes, seasonal tires, unexpected repair costs, fuel, and parking. Before I make a major purchase, I always ask myself, what else is this going to make me pay for? Because the real cost is almost always much higher than the price tag. When you see the full picture, many reasonable purchases very quickly start to look not reasonable at all. This might be the most important rule on the list. Most people, especially as their income increases, don't decide when it's enough. So they upgrade forever, and no matter how much they earn, the financial stress never goes away. I made a decision a while ago. I defined what enough means for me, the type of house I actually need, the type of vehicle that actually serves my life, the wardrobe that truly covers everything I do. And I decided that when I reached that point, I would stop upgrading and direct the difference into investments. This single decision is one of the biggest factors in how I got to where I am today. I'm not telling you what your enough should be. That's personal, and only you can answer it. But I am saying this. A defined finish line changes everything. Without that line, you are running a race with no end. With that line, every extra lira you earn starts working for your future instead of growing your lifestyle. I want you to truly internalize this mental shift for a moment. Real wealth is measured by what you can do, not what you have. Can you leave a job that is slowly destroying you? Can you take time off when your family truly needs it? Can you turn down an offer that pays well but feels wrong? These options only exist when you have money that isn't already committed to your lifestyle. Every expenditure you make trades a piece of your future freedom for a physical object. I used to ask myself, can I afford this? Now, the question I ask is this worth trading my freedom for? This single reframing changed my relationship with money more than anything else. Most people do a big cleanup, feel great for about 3 weeks, and then slowly fill everything back up without even realizing it. I've experienced this more than once. The solution isn't to do another big cleanup. It's making small habits a routine, a quick look every week at what comes into the house, a proper look every month at one spending category: subscriptions, dining out, transportation. This way, leaks are caught long before they turn into a crisis. Canceling 3 unnecessary subscriptions or habits a week is completely sustainable. Facing a mountain of accumulated debt at the end of the year feels like a punishment and is constantly postponed. Financial freedom is built not with big dramatic moves, but with small, determined habits. Before wrapping up, I want to be honest with you. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing in this video constitutes investment advice. What I've shared today are things that worked for me personally. Your path will be different from mine, but I can say with real confidence, the mental shifts in this video have had a much bigger impact on my financial life than any investment decision I've ever made. Most importantly, this perspective gave me the breathing room, the margin that I needed to actually start building something real. I didn't get to where I am today through a secret strategy or a lucky break. I simply stopped letting lifestyle creep swallow every kurush I earned. And I started making conscious decisions about what I wanted my money to actually do for me. If you apply a few of these rules determinedly over the coming years, you will thank yourself for starting when you look back. And you'll likely have only one regret: not starting much sooner. 2 apartments, same neighborhood. In one lives someone earning $2,800,000, stressed, fragile enough to be on the brink of crisis after one bad month. In the other lives, someone earning $1,500,000, calm, financially secure, quietly building real wealth. What created the gap between them wasn't income. It was clarity. Clarity on what is truly important. Clarity on where enough begins. And most importantly, a sharp awareness of what you are actually trading your life for every time you tap that card at the terminal. The question is, do you want to own your stuff, or are you going to let your stuff own you? Because this is exactly what we do here every week. Real conversations, no fluff, just honest financial thoughts that actually work. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.